What's up? What's up, my peeps? What's up? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Let me know if you guys can hear me okay. Um, and let me know if I'm buffering too, child, because I don't know what the T is, but let me know if I am buffering and the things of the things. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. What's up, Chef JJ? What's going on? What's going on, Mocha Drop? What's going on? So y'all can hear me? No issues. No issues. No buffering, honey. The gap down ghetto, honey. Let me know, let me know, let me know, let me know. Okay, you say you can hear me. Okay, cool, 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 cool. I'm not buffering, am I? Okay, cool. All right, y'all give me 2 seconds. I'm working on two things right now. Give me 2 seconds. Give me two seconds. I'll be right back. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. What's up, everybody? Um, what's going on? What's going on? Okay, so I am. Give me one moment. I'm going to do this while I'm on live stream right now. So give me a minute. All right. Let's see here. All right. So I'm giving you guys a update on the oils. All right. I am. This doggone thing. I am currently working on the emails, sending out the email campaign right now. Give me 1 second. And again, I'm sending out this email without putting my business in here. Okay, so y'all give me 1 second because I want the people to check while they on the live. Um, okay, how do I remove this? Give me 1 second. Delete, delete, and delete. Okay. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. We're gonna get started here in just a minute. I just want to make sure that everybody gets an update. All right. Okay. Review. All right. And all right. So y'all should be receiving this email here shortly. All right. And the reason why I need you guys to make sure you check your emails is because I don't see every email that you guys send me, meaning because I am away dealing with my child, I don't get an opportunity to see everything. So I'm sending this now. Sent. All right. It's sending. So y'all check out emails today, please. Please check out emails today. Okay. And please, 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 please. I just ask that if you are unsatisfied or unhappy, communicate that with us, but don't be rude. Okay. I mean, don't be rude. I get it. I get the frustration, but um, some of y'all, some of y'all take it too far. Okay, I have to admit that. All right, I totally get the frustration, but we can keep the root stuff to ourselves. Okay, because um if we are communicating and doing what we need to do, and I typically respond to every email that I receive, but sometimes I don't see everything. So again, here that email that's been sent out to you guys, that is the most updated email. So thank you, Bama Girl, for saying you got the email. I want to make sure that if you ordered your oils, please check your emails because again, emails are sent. So I want to make sure you get them. All right. Okay, moving on. Let me speak to y'all, and then we're gonna get into the things of the things of the things. What's up, Chef JJ, Mocha Drop, Queen Sag, Mama Bees? Let's see, Miss Diane, Carolina Girl, DK, Miss Jones Lynn, Miss Gina, I see you, little baby. What's going on? Yeah, nephew does come first, but I have to think in my mind that not everybody watches me to know, you know, uh not everybody has not everybody watches me to know exactly what's going on. So he does come first. But um I wanted to make sure that everybody at least got an update on what was going on. So I appreciate y'all for letting me know you got it. Thank you, Mama Reeves. Thank you, DK. Thank you. Bama Girl. Okay, I'll take care of that soon. I'll take care of it soon. I'd rather wait till I get ready to do the order, and then I'll reach out to you and we'll get that new address for sure. All right. Okay, so y'all, so let's go ahead and get into the things of the things of the things. First of all, I want to say this from the bottom of my heart. I appreciate all of the birthday wishes yesterday. Y'all like really made my day. Um, it was a rough one yesterday, but I made it through. I made it through. Um, I didn't get to do much. Um, I had a cousin came, sat for about 30 minutes to an hour, maybe, kind of close. And I just walked down, got me got me a little drink he drank, and ordered me some Chinese food, and that was it. That's pretty much all I did yesterday. But I do want to thank y'all again for everything. Baby comes first, so it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. I'm yet in the land of the living, and that's all that matters for me. So again, I appreciate the DonDons who made my day special by just a simple happy birthday. Whether you made a donation, thank you guys so much for the donations, for the birthday love. Thank you guys for everything. I really do appreciate it. I really do appreciate it. All right, so I want to get into a couple things this morning. One of those things being what's going on over there in Venezuela as well as the U.S. In case if you guys don't know, of course, Venezuela has tons of oils and all of the things and the things of the things. And so they were, your president went round there and of course start, Lord have mercy, start bombing the place and the things like that. And he kidnapped the president over there in Venezuela, and his wife brought him over here so that they could stand. Listen, it's to me it's kind of crazy, and to the people who justifying it, we'll get into it. But the people who justifying it, I get. Let me just say this: I get people's point about the oils, but then I don't get y'all point about the way that Trump is going around about doing this. I don't get that piece of it. I don't get that piece of it. But we'll go over it, and then we're gonna also talk about this dress because y'all wearing me out about this dress, and then we're gonna talk about the Will Smith situation as well. Okay. So let's go ahead and start out with the dress. Then we're gonna move into Will Smith, and then we're gonna move into the Venezuela stuff. So the dress, y'all, please let the dress go. Let the dress go. Let the dress go. Let the dress go. The lady done wore the dress. The event then came and gone, and we have stepped into a new year. I want y'all to let the dress go. I said this yesterday, and I mean this with all of my soul. Half of you church brain folks that's mad literally sit under leadership who does nothing but either stay silent or literally support everything that the Trump administration is doing. I want y'all to shut the up about that dress. I do. I want y'all to shut up. It's over. Okay? She done wore the dress. You thought she looked nude. Let's go on about our business, because when she down at the new birth, whatever the name of the church is, when she's down there, she's in conservative clothes. It's over. There are other things to be concerned about, like people in their health insurance. Shut up about a stupid dress, girl. The man wore the Jamal Bryant bought the dress for the lady. She put the dress on. She wore the damn dress. She prayed in the dress. She did everything she was supposed to do in the dress, and it's over. Okay? Y'all are wearing me out about a dress. Y'all can't change the fact that the lady wore the dress. What y'all gonna do? Y'all Bible thumping fools is out here literally thumping scriptures, but you not thumping scriptures of what we are currently dealing with in this country. Y'all not talking about that, but y'all talking about a dress. Folks, some of y'all you don't even want to know what's going on when you need to be in the know, because we've said this time and time again, when it comes knocking on your door, when it's your health insurance that's going to skyrocket, and you're going to have to figure out how you're going to pay for your health insurance, then you'll understand that there are bigger fish to fry in this damn world other than a damn dress that a first lady got on. And let me say this about Jamal. Jamal coming out here protecting his wife is what he's supposed to do. Because had he not done it, y'all would have had something to say about that. Oh, he must be over there. I'm gonna get the fucking out in just a minute. He must be over there, cheating on his wife, or because why he didn't speak up for his. That's what y'all would have said. That's what y'all would have done. So it's like a win. It's like a you can't win for losing type of situation, because y'all are so unsatisfied about a dress. A dress. Oh, it gave the illusion. You didn't see no areola. You ain't see no nipple. You ain't see no cootie meat. You ain't see none of that. Calm down. And half of y'all talking, y'all got 1 foot in the church and 1 foot in the world. 1 foot in a club. But y'all got so much y'all want to say. Y'all act like y'all are perfect people and that y'all don't make no mistakes. It's weird to me. I really don't understand why y'all are so pissed off about a dress that you don't have to wear. You just make sure that you are covered up. Huh? You just make sure you are dressed. However you want to dress. You make sure you do that. Y'all clocking somebody else's tea. When the man bought the dress, the lady walked out the house with the dress on, so he saw it. So he didn't have a problem with it. So why do we? Why do we? And half of y'all talking don't even go to New Birth. Y'all don't even associate yourself with that church, but y'all out here talking about what the first lady got on as if she was in a church service. I am sick of y'all. Shut the hell up at this point. Find you some other shit to talk about. Talk about the fact that there are American tourists that are stuck right now and can't get over here because of what's going on in Venezuela. Talk about that. Shit, I am sick of a dress. Girl, go get you a motherboard skirt. Go get you a motherboard dress. Go get you whatever you want to do. You want to get you a blue jean dress that drags to the ground? That's your business. If you want to get you a turtleneck dress, that's your business. But my God from Zion, enough is enough. Shut up about that stupid ass dress. And Funky Dineva, I saw Funky Dineva's thing on Facebook. Sir, I definitely think you need to shut up. Like, for real. You talking out the side of your neck about dumb stuff. Like, sir, it does not matter. Don't you? Ooh, Mm, sir, your kind is the kind that the church folk don't like. Okay. So while you got so much to say about a damn dress, check yourself first. Okay. It to me, it does not equate to any of that. Y'all have lost y'all's mind about a damn dress. Like, let's just be for real. Like, it's stupid to me. Why are y'all concerned about a fucking dress? And Americans are stuck right now, going to have to spend excessive money to stay where they're currently at right now, dealing with this man that we got in office. I am over it. Leave them folks alone. Half of y'all don't even go to them people church. Half of y'all don't even really know them people like that. But y'all got so much to say, and I hear thumping scriptures. Well, I want you to thump scriptures at your pastor that you are supporting. You continue to sit under that continues to go along with this administration. That's the way I see it. And Funky, shut the hell up, because they don't like your kind around there at all anyway. And yeah, I know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm talking about me too. All of us. They don't. Child. Folks are going to be starving and home. Exactly. People are literally going to have to figure out what they're going to do. Are they going to feed their family? Y'all not understanding that they still out here putting out these rules about SNAP benefits, which is going to knock people off of SNAP benefits. And miss me with the bullshit, or the people need to go get a job because the folks already working. Okay. Some of them working 2 and 3 jobs. So shut up and miss me with that bullshit and get your uneducated ass over there. I'm in rare form today. Today ain't my birthday. So I'm in rare form today. Get your ass on Google and you do some research yourself. Okay. There are going to be single mothers and fathers who are going to have to choose whether they are going to put food on their table or whether they're going to pay their sickly child's health insurance so that their child can be seen. Y'all still not talking about what's included in this big nasty ass bill that's getting ready. What y'all don't know is we're getting ready to live everything in that damn bill along with Project 2020, Project 2025, whatever the hell it is. I need y'all to get it together and focus on stuff that we really need to be focused on, worried about, praying about. Huh? Now see, yeah, again, y'all made me go here. Then let's talk about the 500,000 black women, mostly majority black women, that have lost their freaking federal government jobs. And y'all are worried about a dress? HBCUs that are losing funding, and y'all are worried about a dress? And what y'all don't know is the event that she was speaking out was for HBCUs, and they raised $4 million plus dollars. But y'all not talking about that, right? Y'all not talking about that. Oh, okay. See, I know y'all not gonna like me in 2026 because the things again that we should be concerned about, we're not talking about it. We don't give a damn about a raggedy ass dress. I give a damn about the fact that my child is laying up in the hospital, and now, no, I got resources, but I'm saying not everybody does. And not every situation offers the same resources. Not every state offers the best resources. Shout out to Texas, especially dealing with autism. They have quite a bit of resources. But dealing with all of these other places and just dealing with it in general, y'all, those resources are not the same. So again, I just think our focus needs to shift. And we need to be focused on something that is either going to make us or break us. And at this point, a dress is not that. Moving on. All right. So give me 1 second. Oh hell. Do I not remember? Okay, here we go. Oh, this is the wrong one. Oh Lord. Y'all give me 2 seconds. Hold on 1 second. All right, we back. The dress isn't see-through. What part of that aren't people getting? Child, they don't want to get it. That's the problem. They don't want to get it. They don't want to get it. Church brain people that got so much to say. It's crazy to me. All right. Good morning to everybody. If I didn't speak to you, I do apologize. I do apologize. I do apologize. All right. Jesus. So there was a couple of side stories that I wanted to talk about before I get into the main meat and potatoes of things. Also, if you guys told me happy birthday on social media, I really do appreciate that as well. Thank y'all, thank y'all, thank y'all. Y'all been dope. Y'all been dope. All right, so we'll get to this lawsuit in just a moment. I want to get into this situation. So yesterday I saw this post on site. Of course, I can't play it because it's folks' videos, and I don't want the folks saying something crazy. So anyway, Rochester mother charged with manslaughter after driving off while her 16-year-old son clung to the hood during an argument over a cell phone. Teen was taken off life support and he passed away. So let's get into this. So according to police in Rochester, 38-year-old Anika Karan has been charged with second-degree manslaughter following a deadly incident involving her 16-year-old son, Corey Gibson. Investigators say that the two got into an argument at home over Gibson's cell phone. Connor reportedly left the house and began backing her car out when Gibson ran outside and jumped on top of the hood in an attempt to stop her from leaving. Video evidence reviewed by police allegedly shows Connor speeding off while her son remained on the hood. Moments later, Gibson flew from the vehicle and struck the pavement, suffering catastrophic injuries. Gibson remained hospitalized for nearly a month before being taken off life support on November the 7th. His family later donated his organs. Connor was arrested and charged with second-degree manslaughter, reckless endangerment, and endangering the welfare of a child. She is currently being held at the Monroe County Jail on a $35,000 cash bond. This didn't have to end like this, the father said, adding that the video made the sequence of events very clear. And a family argued that a split-second decision, a teenager who should still be alive. Okay, so I was reading the comments on this, and a lot of people in the comments were saying, in other words, it's almost like they saying that the young man deserved it. It's kind of what it sounds like the people are saying, which I disagree. You can hear the young man arguing with his mom about the phone, and he did sound very angry about the phone, right? And he did he did jump on the vehicle. He absolutely did. But she knew he was on that vehicle, and she did not have to speed off. That's why your ass is in trouble. That's why you're in trouble. Because the decision that you made to speed off, knowing that he was on there, knowing the impact of what was going to happen, that's why your ass is in trouble. And that's why I think you deserve to be under the jail as well. I sure do. I sure do. I do. Now, it could be a situation where, unfortunately, maybe the police were called, maybe they didn't show up. I don't know. I don't know what happened, but I feel like if he jumped on the car and you had time to think, if you were going to drive, based off of the video, you had time to think if you were going to drive off or if you were going to keep going. You decided to drive off, and instead you unalived your son. So yeah, I do think that you absolutely need to be locked up. Mm-hmm. Because again, it was a choice that you made. You didn't have to make that choice to drive off, knowing that he was on that car. You could have waited. Listen, if he's strong enough to break windshields and windows and all of that kind of stuff, then of course you should have done what you were supposed to do, which was call the police. But, ma'am, while he was on the car, you decided to peel out and drive off. Yeah, I think you got what you got. Um, I have so many questions. Why did she take the phone? Why did the son jump on the hood of the car? Son jump on the hood of the car to, I guess, to get his phone back or to get her attention because she was driving off. She was leaving the house, and I think he wanted his phone. He's 16. I kind of don't really expect him to regulate his emotions like I expect for his mom. You know what I'm saying, little baby? I expect his mom to be able to absolutely regulate her emotions. He's 16. When I was 16, I wasn't regulating my emotions like that. You know what I'm saying? So and I'm not making excuses for him. I'm just saying, at the age of 16, typically we not regulating our emotions, especially if something that's our lifeline. These cell phones is these kids' lifeline at this point. And it was taken. Should he have jumped on the car? Absolutely not. Should he have been yelling at his mom the way he was? Absolutely not. But again, I think she's where she deserves to be. I do. I think she deserves to be where she currently is. Because you made a choice. You made a choice, mama. All right. So that story, again, like I said, I disagree with most of the people in the comment section, but you know. Okay, so they're saying that rent is falling in the major cities. I don't know if y'all can feel it, if y'all have seen it, but these are Texas cities. So this is for my Texas, well, not all the way Texas, not all the way Texas. I think it's like two Texas on here. He is old enough not to jump on a moving vehicle now. Come on. I agree with that. I agree with that. But again, like I think I did not say that just now. I agree with that. He shouldn't have been on the car. But she had a choice. She made a choice to drive off with him on that vehicle. And with that choice that she made, she deserves to be in the prison. I don't think anything that he did, like I said, as far as yelling at his mom, as far as being disrespectful, as far as that stuff, he shouldn't have been doing none of that. Absolutely not. But as a mother, I expect her to be able to control her emotions. And that's something that she wasn't able to do. And so sometimes when we make a life change decision like that, then you got to suffer the consequences that come behind that. You unalived your son. Yeah, you deserve to be in the prison. Mm-hmm. I think he was raised up in chaotic discourse. He was taught to behave. Yeah, and again, who knows? This may not be their only encounter or their only. I know how a 16-year-old can be about you taking a damn phone. You know what I'm saying? We know how a 16-year-old boy can be. Also, I understand too that a 16-year-old boy can be extremely disrespectful. But at the same token, she made a choice. And the choice that she made fatally unalived her son. When young men reach a certain age, you can't be fighting them. Their stranger mother was wrong for moving the car. He shouldn't have been on the car, sat all the way around. Yeah, absolutely. I agree with that. He shouldn't have been on the car. But there's a time, there's at least, I say at least 30 seconds before she decides to pull off. And that right there was a choice. That's a choice. Mm-hmm. Okay, so they're saying that rent is falling in these major cities in the U.S. Austin is decreasing. Austin, Round Rock, San Marcos is decreasing by 6.6%. Denver, Aurora, Colorado, it is decreasing by 4.8%. Birmingham, Alabama, it is decreasing by 4.6%. Jacksonville, Florida is decreasing by 4.2%. Phoenix, Mesa, Arizona, decreasing by 4.0%. San Diego, decreasing by 3.5%. Las Vegas by 3.0%. Houston, Pasadena, the Woodlands by 2.7%. Miami, Florida, Fort Lauderdale, West Palm Beach, Florida by 2.7% as well. And San Antonio, New Braunfels, Texas, 2.7%. Now, what I do find interesting is that Austin, Round Rock, San Marcos ain't, but well, I guess it don't cost as much, of course, to live in San Antonio or New Braunfels. Okay, so I can understand the 2.7%, but Austin is sitting at 6.6%. I guess we'll see. We'll see what the people say. But that what they say. They say the cost of rent is going down. Cha cha boo cha by bookie butt. Hey, baby girl, 1980. Well, I don't. Oh, you ain't got the years on here no more. So I'm gonna just say baby girl. Yeah, rent is decreasing because the house market is getting to be in free fall. So we are all in for rocky times. I can agree with that. Absolutely, I can definitely agree with that. I just don't think y'all gonna see it much. Mm-mm. That's just my opinion. I don't think y'all gonna see it as much. All right, so friend. Oh wow. Okay, so France, that's what they should do around here. France requires large supermarkets to donate unsold edible food to charities or food banks. That's what they need to do around here, in my opinion. That's what they need to do. Hey, hey, everybody. Hey, Miss Tiffany. Hey, everybody. All right, so let's go ahead and get into this Venezuelan child. So yesterday, President Donisha Trump, Bisha, said that the United States will temporarily run Venezuela until he called um, a safe, proper, and safe and proper transition. I'm sorry, can be arranged following the U.S. operation that he says captured Venezuelan President Nicolas and his wife. Now, according to the Associated Press, Trump described an overnight air, land, and sea action that went with explosions, number of grocery stores to donate unused expired foods to food bank. A number of grocery stores do know that. Well, I think it should be a requirement. That's what I'm saying. I think it should be a requirement, no doubt. Like you gotta do it because this is saying that it's by law. It's a law. It's a requirement that they have to do it. I'm saying here they need to put it in firm writing because I feel like that what they should be doing. Hey Terry, what's going on? I did enjoy my birthday. I just enjoyed all the love that I received. I did. I did. Okay, so now of course, he's bringing them back over here to New York so they can face charges here. Now, Trump also suggested that the U.S. would leverage Venezuela's oil revenues during the interim period. Now, now that was one thing. Then they were also saying that the U.S. wants to control the 300 billion barrels of oil that Venezuela has in his country, according to President Trump's press conference that he did yesterday. Now, the oil reserves in the world holding roughly 17% of the global total. President Trump says that USA intends to take control of all of that. So this is about power and control. That's it. Power and control. All right. So y'all remember me telling y'all about the man over there that was supposed to be building these arcs. Like he thought he was Noah in the ark over there building arcs. Now, child, let's get into what he uh this is insane. So the man is now in jail. Okay. He basically in jail because the people over there say he scammed them folks. So he was taking, now I didn't know this, but he was taking donations. Huh? He was taking donations from people to build them arcs. Okay. There was people coming from every which way to get over there. Now this is the man that said that that Jesus was gone in the world with rain, continuous rain for the next 3 to 5 years. This is what the man said. Okay. Well, the man is in jail. Okay, he's in jail over there. And they said you playing with the Lord, and we gonna lock you up behind it. And that's exactly what they did. So he in trouble around there. He in trouble around there. Okay. I was like, child. Now one thing I do know is this right here. I don't know why in the world people believe that without going to read the Bible for themselves and understanding what the Lord promised as far as his return. Okay? Because he did not say that he was going to do that. But them folks was over there giving money and following and doing all the things. I will never understand it. They say it's like cult-like mentality, but it's weird to donate to him to build some arks, like he knowing the ark and stuff, and over there trying to help the people from the flood. Sir, please get out of our face with that. That's why you around there in the jail. Okay. Now, travel has, this is back on the Venezuelan stuff, y'all. Travel, I just had seen that about that man. Travel, there are some people that I follow on social media that is stuck in places because there's no cruise traveling, there's no flights, there's no nothing when it deals with Venezuela. Okay. Now, I did see somebody crying yesterday. Last night I saw somebody crying saying that they don't know what is going to happen and they supported Trump. And then all of a sudden Trump has been a disappointment and all of the things. Well, let me just tell y'all something. Let me just tell y'all something. You sorry pieces of shit who voted for him, you getting everything that you deserve. Huh? Somebody got to say it, and I'm here to say it. I'm here to say it. I'm here to say it. Y'all voted for this man, then now y'all want to act like y'all so disappointed. Girl, miss me with all of that. Miss me with all. I'm just so disappointed. I'm just so disappointed. Oh my God, I'm so disappointed. Girl, please. Okay? You ain't that disappointed. All right. So here we go. The U.S. travel ban on 39 countries coming in are now in effect. Okay. So there are a lot of people, a lot of tourists that are unfortunately unable to come back to the U.S. And I don't know how long they're gonna be around there. All right. China invested billions in Venezuela, partnered with them for that oil. If the orange man thinks that China is going to sit back and let the U.S. attack that oil, he is in for a rude awakening. And I agree with that. I was watching Joy Reid yesterday, and she was talking about how delusional this man is. Because he is. He flat out delusional. Flat out sick and crazy. Sir, y'all, we have one of the world's most insane presidents right now in this country. This is crazy. This is crazy. What is this? In South Africa country, a man has to pay sometimes tens of thousands of dollars to father or family in order to marry their daughter. Okay, I think we might have knew that. Maybe. I don't know. All right, so they're saying that due to all of the things that are going on, an average new car note, an average new car payment is at 748 when it used to be an average of at one point it was an average of 325, it was an average of 450, and there was an average of 532. It is now at an average of 748. I will tell y'all right now, I will walk. I'm walking, I'm walking, I'm walking. I'm walking, I'm walking, I'm walking. Shout out to Mary. They gave us the song. And I will definitely put that in my headphones. And I'm walking, I'm walking, I'm walking. I'm walking, I'm walking, I'm walking. Ain't no way. I'm sorry. Ain't no way. Give me a putt. I just, y'all. there used to be, I think right when I like moved to Dallas like in 2015, I was like really gung ho about cars and stuff like that. But the older that I get, child, I don't got to have the latest car. My car ain't got to have. And listen, if you drive fancy cars, that's salute to you. But for me, baby, put me out there in my putt, let it smoke, let it do whatever it need to do. As long as it get gas and get me to where I need to be, I'm all right. And folk can talk about me all they want to, but understand, I ain't paying $748 in no damn car note though. Huh? Ain't paying $700 in no car notes. That is wild. That's why y'all paying $700 for y'all car note. Yeah, probably like shit. Get out of our business. But no. That's crazy. Mm-mm. I'm cool with my new to me vehicle. Period. Baby, we down there at they used car lot quick, fast, and in a hurry. You understand what I'm saying? Ain't just no way. $700 is crazy. That's wild. This is, for a car. Well, shit. If I'm paying $700 in rent, I mean in car note, that's gonna be rent. I'm gonna be living in it. Do you hear me? If we gonna do it, we gonna go all out. We gonna go around there. We gonna get us a van, and I'm gonna turn that back into a studio. I'm gonna turn that back seat into a studio apartment. Do you understand what? Now some of y'all probably ain't laughing because y'all probably been paying $700 in car notes, but that's all right. That's all right. Whatever you see fit, honey. Oh my goodness. All right, so we're gonna laugh a little bit real quick, and then we're gonna get into this Will Smith of it all. Please make sure you double tap the screen. It's greatly appreciated. We are still accepting donations for birthday donations. So if you guys would like to still be a blessing to the platform, you can. Now what we about to do? Hold on. Oh Lord. Mm. I was about to let y'all hear something, but I think my page just refreshed and I lost it. God dog it. Let me see. Oh no, I didn't. Okay, so this is just to make y'all laugh. This is literally to make y'all laugh. Okay. Some of y'all probably remember this. Some of y'all, I'm sure, remember this. Some of y'all, I'm sure, remember this, but I want y'all to kiki with me. Now, I just seen. Uh, Here we go. All right, here we go.
Pastor Pam. And thank you for your chance. And this is my grandmother, Pastor Pam. And thank you for your chance to interview for this $10,000 scholarship. She gonna get it in Jesus' name. The prom question was who inspires me and who I look up to, and it's my grandmother. And that's because she's a pastor. But before she got saved by Jesus and gave her life to Christ, she used to be a prostitute. Well, my papa told me. Your damn life in a motherfucking prison. This ain't no my papa told me she used to be a prostitute. You just bring your ass here. And she I never fucking been a prostitute. I was a virgin when I was back. She used to. He said he had to save her from standing on the side of the street selling her sweets. And that's a damn lie. I really want this money because she is in debt with her pimp, and she has to pay. Motherfucker pimp. Now look. This ain't no school shit. Just stop cursing. Wait. stop crazy. You calling me a prostitute? Stop crazy. Mama, it's the truth. I ain't never been a prostitute. My papa had saved her from off the street, but she really stopped being a prostitute and got touched her because she said she got tired of sleeping with so many people. That's a damn lie. I ain't never slept no motherfucker. Mama, don't do that to me. I ain't never been a fucking prostitute or digger in my life. It's the truth. Ain't no motherfucking truth. You weren't even born. You know what the fuck I did. My papa told me you used to be a prostitute. Oh, shit. You just don't want them people to know that you was on the side selling your sweets. I ain't got no fucking sweet. Oh, no. That damn dope, Jornay. Listen. Oh, the damn dope, so I shoot in that motherfucker. She's a man. Her pimp used to hit her upside the head with a frying pan, but what? My papa came and saved her, and she gave her life to Christ, and now she just... No! Come here! All this bullshit. I'm a Christian. And then you said that you had to get me off the street because I was prostituted. You was. You ain't never tell no stories. What do prostituted mean? Prostitute when you got a pimp and you know what it was. You was doing it. Back to our you prostituting. And I really want to help her get out of her pimp. Because, you prostitute. Ma'am, that's a damn lie. Whatever she telling y'all, don't give her no fucking scholarship because she lying. I'm not. She lying. I'm not. She lying. Now you can come glue my rap. Come check me out. Come check my reputation out. I used to fight ass. Yeah, Pastor Pam take me there every time. When she holler, motherfucker pimp. Y'all, that video never gets old to me. That video never gets old. And I need a good laugh. I go watch that video. Because Pastor Pam was so serious. How she ain't know what a prostitute was, but she was so mad. Oh, my Lord, have mercy. That is hilarious. Ma'am, how do you not know what a prostitute is, but you over here so mad? Child, I cannot. Okay, so let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and get into this lawsuit really quick. Okay. Oh, I had to put it up on the big screen so I could see it on my laptop. I was gonna use my iPad, but it don't look like I'm signed into my email over there. Let's see. Let us see. All right, so we about to get into this Will Smith lawsuit. It's not long, actually, y'all. It's about 15 pages. I'm not reading all 15, though. I'm only going to read the factual allegations, okay? But I will let you guys know what's what, okay? So the plaintiff is Brian King Joseph, okay? The defendants in the lawsuits are Trayball Studios Management Inc. and a California corporation. Willard Carroll Smith, which is of course short for that's Will Smith's actual real name, and individuals does 1 through 50. All right. So the complaint, retaliation, a violation of FEHA, retaliation pursuant to California Labor Code, wrongful termination in violation of public policy, Bain Act violation, Ralph Act violation, and sexual harassment, and a violation of FEHA. All right. Okay, I watched the first episode of the documentary yesterday. I'll probably share my thoughts once I watch the full thing. All right, so let's get into these factual allegations because I told y'all I was clueless and confused
on what was being said. So here we are. Here we are. Here we are. Here we are. If y'all could do me a favor and double tap the screen, make sure that you double tap the screen, please, 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 and thank you. All right, so let's get into it. Plaintiff is a professional violinist who became employed by defendants in connection with a high-profile live music tour as a touring musician and crew member. Following studio sessions with several high-profile artists, plaintiff was referred to defendants for a potential recording opportunity. Two representatives for defendant contacted plaintiff about coming out to Smith's personal residence for an introduction. In or around November 2024, Omar provided plaintiff with Smith's address where plaintiff met Smith and showcased his talent on the violin. And hold on. Here we go. Okay. Showcased his talent on the violin. At this same meeting, Smith invited plaintiff to join Smith at an upcoming performance in San Diego, which was set for December of 2024, and ultimately to join Smith as part of his global tour, based on a true story 2025 tour. In or around December of 2024, plaintiff performed at Smith's San Diego show and was subsequently invited by Smith to be more involved with the performance. Smith expressed to plaintiff that he has a valued member of a group and slowly provided plaintiff with additional stage time and features during the course of his shows. Thereafter, Smith invited plaintiff to play on several tracks on Smith's upcoming album, and their relationship grew even closer. Lil baby, if you still here, it almost sound like what you said yesterday already. We ain't got into the meat and potatoes of things. Yeah, Omar. Thereafter, Smith invited plaintiff to play on several tracks on Smith's upcoming album, and their relationship grew even closer. Will Smith and plaintiff began spending additional time alone with Smith even telling plaintiff, "You and I have such of a special connection, and I don't have that with anyone else," and other similar expressions indicating his closeness to plaintiff. Following a 2-month break from a December performance, plaintiff was provided with documentation and touring information for Smith's global tour. The tour would span over several months, and plaintiff was provided with a full schedule for the upcoming performances. In reliance of the upcoming tour, plaintiff advised defendants' representatives that he would be spending thousands of dollars for individual music equipment, medication, and other necessities for the upcoming tour. In or around March of 2025, plaintiff joined Smith for the first leg of his tour in Las Vegas, Nevada. Defendant booked rooms for plaintiff, the rest of the band and crew members with each individual room number and confirmation code being sent on a spreadsheet to cast and crew. No other individuals besides the crew and the hotel staff would have access to the plaintiff's personal room. Plaintiff's bags, which contained his room key, was left in a van responsible for transporting all cast and crew members of defendant's team at or around 11 a.m. when plaintiff and crew were dropped off at the venue for rehearsal. Plaintiff requested that management retrieve his bag at 3 p.m., at which point management indicated that they were unable to find it. At 5 p.m., management returned to plaintiff with the bag, which contained plaintiff's keys. On or about March the 20th of 2025 at around 11 p.m., while staying at a hotel in Las Vegas for a scheduled performance with defendant's tour, plaintiff returned to his assigned hotel room and discovered evidence suggesting that an unnamed person had unlawfully entered the room. According to the hotel security, there were no signs of forced entry into the room, and the only individuals with access to the room would have been part of the defendant's management team who booked the room for plaintiff. This information was documented by phone calls between plaintiff and hotel security. The evidence included a handwritten note addressed to plaintiff by name, which read, "Brian, I'll be back no later than 5:30. Just us," with the heart emoji. Stone F. I don't know what the hell that means. Among the remaining belongings were wipes, a beer bottle, a red backpack, and a bottle of HIV medication with another individual's name, an earring, and hospital discharge papers belonging to a person unbeknownst to the plaintiff. What? Shit, I'm reading the lawsuit and I'm still confusion. What? How? I gotta go back up. How? At 5 p.m., management returned to plaintiff with the bag, which contained plaintiff's keys. On or about March the 20th of 2025, around 11 p.m., while staying at a Las Vegas hotel for a scheduled performance with defendant's tour, plaintiff returned to his assigned hotel room and discovered evidence suggesting that an unknown person had unlawfully entered the room. According to hotel security, there are no signs of forced entry into the room, and the only individuals with access to the room would have been part of defendant's management team who booked the room for plaintiff. This individual was documented by phone calls between the plaintiff and hotel security. The evidence included a handwritten note addressed to the plaintiff by name, which read, "Brian, I'll be back no later than 5:30. Just us, drawn heart, Stone F." I have no clue what that means. Among the remaining belongings were wipes, a beer bottle, a red backpack, a bottle of HIV medication with another individual's name, an earring, and hospital discharge papers belonging to a person unbeknownst to the plaintiff. What the hell? Are y'all confusion? Y'all ain't talking. Y'all, is y'all not confused? Omar, I'm confusion because I'm trying to figure out. So what you're alleging is that Will Smith's somebody from Will Smith's team put somebody HIV medication and a hospital discharge paperwork in your belongings? What would they get out of doing that though? If it belongs to somebody else? Let's say this man is telling the truth, right? You know what? I cannot. Plaintiff feared that an unknown individual would soon return to his room to engage in sexual acts with the plaintiff. What? Concern for his safety, the safety of his fellow performers and crew, plaintiff immediately notified hotel security and representative for defendant, obtained photo documentation and requested a room change, and called the local non-emergency police line 311 to report an incident. That's what I want to know. That's why I'm trying to figure out, where did they get this particular person's, where did they get it? And I'm assuming based off of this law, based off of the way that this is saying, I'm also assuming that would be that person's discharge paperwork from the hospital too. That's so weird. What the hell kind of sick game is this? Plaintiff reported the event and followed all instructions that he was given by defendant's management team. He filled a full written incident report with hotel security, communicated with hotel management, and offered to Provide all information to defendant. Maybe someone had the wrong room. And that could be the case, but what he's alleging is that if someone had the wrong room, unless the people down to the front desk gave the wrong room key to somebody. But then even if that was, so he didn't have no belongings in that room for the people to know that that was his room. So let's just say even if somebody did accidentally put somebody else in the room, like, why would you go fidgeting through them people's stuff instead of knowing that if it ain't yours, take it down to that damn front desk? That's what I'm confused about. If you know it's not yours, what the hell is you rummaging through the stuff for? If you recognize that the backpack is not yours, you recognize that nothing is in it is yours, what is you going through them people's stuff for? Just take it downstairs and give it to somebody because you know it ain't yours. I don't know. That's weird. I'm not rummaging through people's personal belongings because I might find something I don't want to find. Child, now maybe he thought he was gonna find $1 or two. I don't know. This is weird. Plaintiff made clear that his only concern was safety and that he did not wish to receive any special treatment or compensation. On or around March the 21st, 2025, plaintiff traveled back to Los Angeles the next day to support the cast and crew for a pre-recorded show. However, plaintiff was told by Tim Miller that it was too late to enter through the crew entrance and that they would see him in New Mexico just weeks later for the next leg of the tour. On or around March the 23rd of 2025, plaintiff reached out to Miller to speak about the next leg of the tour. On or about March the 25th of 2025, plaintiff spoke with Miller, during which Miller began blaming plaintiff for the incident that transpired on March the 20th. Now, March the 20th is when he allegedly found all this stuff around there in the room. This is confusing. I thought that this is going to clear some shit. This is making more confusing. Rather than being protected against further assaults and for attempting to understanding plaintiff's complaint, plaintiff was shamed by defendant and told that he was being terminated. Okay, but so this is what I'm not understanding. Where did the assault piece come from the defendant? Because we ain't read nothing about this man allegedly assaulting you yet. So where is the assault? All we've talked about right now is how you misplaced your personal belongings. You called, they didn't have your personal belongings. You went, you checked into a room. You noticed that when you went into that room, that none of this stuff belonged to you. You saw HIV medication that belonged to somebody else. And instead of you doing what you should have done in the beginning, instead of fidgeting through the people's stuff, you didn't take it down there to the front desk and say, hey, I think y'all may have gave me somebody else's room, or I think somebody else is in that room. Y'all made a mistake. Because it happens at hotels. It happens. I used to work in the hospitality industry. It definitely used to happen. But I'm still not understanding where did the assault come from? Because again, we're on line 37. Rather than being protected against further assault, so you're saying because you went into the room and saw somebody else's stuff, that's assault? Girl. Anyway, when plaintiff requests, okay, so he was terminated. Now, when plaintiff requests for further reasoning, Tim Miller acted on behalf of defendants, redirected the blame for the termination onto plaintiff, replying, I don't know, you tell me, because everyone is telling me that what happened to you is a lie. Nothing happened and you made the whole thing up. So tell me, why did you lie or make this up? I am confused. Plaintiff, shocked at the accusation, had nothing further to say and felt as though the report's evidence and turmoil from the night before spoke for itself. As requested by Miller, plaintiff submitted evidence in a timeline of events that transpired on March the 20th of 2025, attempting to explain the traumatic series of events that occurred that evening. Please explain it to me because I'm confused. Now, defendant never made any effort to verify if the safety concern was true or not. One call to the hotel security would have been sufficient. Instead, defendant was intent on firing plaintiff because he reported the attempted sexual assault. Miller also indicated in person and via email that the tour was moving in a different direction, which was part of the reason for plaintiff's termination. However, following plaintiff's report and termination, defendant hired another violinist to assume the same position on tour. This hiring strongly suggested the defendant's stated reason for termination was pretextual. Plaintiff further pleads on information and belief that defendant's conduct goes beyond a mere failure to protect an employee's safety, or a dispute over a claim. The facts strongly suggest that the defendant, Willard Carroll Smith II, was deliberately grooming and priming Mr. Joseph for further sexual exploitation. The sequence of events: Smith's prior statement to plaintiff and the circumstances of the hotel all point to a pattern of predatory behavior rather than an isolated incident. That's bullshit. Based off of what we just read, that's bullshit. What I skipped the line? I don't think so. Let me go back up here. Defendant never made any effort to verify if the safety concerns was true or not. One call to the hotel security would have been sufficient. Instead, defendant was intent on firing plaintiff because he reported the attempted sexual assault. Miller also indicated in person and via email that the tour was moving in a different direction, which was part of the reason for plaintiff's termination. However, following plaintiff's report and termination, defendant hired another violinist to assume the same position on the tour. This hiring strongly suggested the defendant's stated reason for termination was pretextual. Plaintiff further pleads on information and belief that defendant's conduct goes beyond a mere failure to protect an employee's safety or dispute over a claim. The facts strongly suggest that defendant Willard Carroll Smith II was deliberately grooming and priming Mr. Joseph for further sexual exploitation. The sequence of events, Smith's prior statements to plaintiff, and the circumstances of the hotel all point to a pattern of predatory behavior rather than an isolated incident. Defendant's actions caused plaintiff severe emotional distress, economic loss, reputational harm, and other damages. Plaintiff was also harmed as a result of the stress of losing his job. How are you harmed because you lost your, you know what? His health deteriorated and caused major psychological damage. Plaintiffs suffer from PTSD and other mental illnesses as a result of the termination. Yeah, I am so like, what? Let me get down here to the sexual allegation part, and maybe it's some more on here because we must have. I think, is that what you saying? That what you was saying at 4, Tracy? You was like, did you skip something? Because I literally, I'm so confusion. Okay, so let's get to this one. This one says sexual harassment and violation of FEHA. Plaintiff incorporates by reference and re-alleges herein each and every one of the allegations contained in the preceding and foregoing paragraphs of this complaint as in fully sets forth herein. Government Code 12940 makes it illegal for an employer, labor organization, employment agency, training program, or any training program leading to employment, or any other person because of race, religious creed, color, national origin, ancestry, physical disability, mental disability, medical condition, genetic information, marital status, sex, gender identity, gender expression, age, sexual orientation, health decision making, or veteran or military status, or harass in an employee, an applicant, or unpaid intern or volunteer, or a person providing services. So providing services pursuant to a contract. And it further states an employer may also be responsible for acts of non-employees with respect to harassment of employees, applicants, unpaid interns, volunteers, or persons providing services pursuant to a contract in the workplace. If the employer or its agents or supervisors knows or should have known of the conduct and fails to take immediate or appropriate corrective action. So, sir, are you saying because this stuff was changed down to your hotel room that this is sexual harassment? I am confused as hell. Like, plaintiff was an employee of defendants and or providing services pursuant to contract to the defendant. Plaintiff was based in Los Angeles, primarily working, participating, and preparing for the tour out of California, with tours scheduled at various times across the United States, including California. An individual broke into plaintiff's hotel room while he was working for or on the tour for defendant. Now you're saying somebody broke into the room. I'm like real life confusion. That individual left a handwritten note addressed to plaintiff with the intent to engage in actual acts with plaintiff at a later time in said hotel room. Sir, show us the note. Show us the note. Show us the note. Show us the note. So what he's saying is he's saying that the individuals who, I guess, medication, why would somebody, this sounds crazy, but I'm not saying that it's not true, but why would somebody break into your room, maybe it wasn't their HIV medication information there, but what did the note say? You finna fuck me tonight? What did the note say? Like, because I'm confusion. And so basically, he's saying, reason why he's blaming this on Will Smith is it sounds like because he expected Will Smith to step in, intervene, and fix it. And he didn't. Instead, he was terminated. That's why he put it on Will. And so now what he's saying in violation of this particular code is that Will, as a defendant, didn't handle this well at all. And instead of rectifying the situation, they decided to terminate him. I guess that's why he's saying it. Is that what y'all getting? Because that's what I'm getting. I guess I'm so confused. The individual left a handwritten note addressed to plaintiff with the intent to engage in sexual acts with plaintiff at a later time in said hotel room. So the man, and you think I'm about to have sexual acts with you, and I found your discharge paper from the hospital, and I found your HIV medication. You think I'm about to sit up? This is a fool. This occurred in a hotel room assigned and arranged by defendants for the tour in which the plaintiff was working. Plaintiff made a protected complaint about what he responsibly and objectively believed to be protected sexual harassment from the defendants. Defendants knew of the conduct of this intruder after it was reported to them and failed to take immediate and appropriate corrective action after the plaintiff reported the sexual harassment. That okay, so am I wrong? But so you can write a note and it could be considered sexual harassment. Now that I did not know. I guess it contains whatever the content of the note is. But I'm like, why y'all didn't put this note in the thing? Maybe they'll do it at discovery. Now, plaintiff's complaint regarding his sexual harassment was a substantial motivating reason for the adverse employment action. The defendant removed plaintiff's previous role as the tourist violinist for the next show in New Mexico, and then effectively terminated his employment from the tour altogether immediately after plaintiff made such complaint as a result of making such complaint. Now, this is the question that I do have for you, to the young man, the violinist. One thing I did not read here is that you gave that note that you allegedly received. I did not read where you gave that note to the person who actually had to terminate you on behalf of Will. Huh? Because remember, I read just up above, I read that the man was saying that everybody told him that he lied about this note. He lied about the thing. So it wouldn't be, they wouldn't say that you lied about the context of the note had you showed them the note. You didn't show them that note. I don't believe you showed them that note. And it doesn't say that you, and this your lawsuit against them. Nothing in this lawsuit says that you presented them with a note. And you said you presented them with evidence. But if that was the case, why didn't the man say something like, oh, you wrote that note on your own? Or like, he never gave any details surrounding that he even knew anything about a note. Again, that the lawsuit does say that he did give them evidence, but clearly you didn't give them that note if they thought you was lying. Now, defendant removed plaintiff's previous role. Okay, I read that piece. Plaintiff was harmed. Defendant's decision to remove him from the tour and in employment with plaintiff directly caused plaintiff's harm. As a direct and proximate result of the acts of the defendant, has alleged above, plaintiff have suffered humiliation, mental and physical distress, and anxiety, and has been generally damaged in an amount to be asserted or determined at the time of trial. The acts of the defendant in each of them were undertaken for improper purposes as alleged above, and were willful, deliberate, malicious, oppressive. Can we get to the meat and potatoes, sir? You missing some stuff. Is you representing yourself? Let me go back up here. Is you representing yourself? Because this sounds like you wrote this on your own. Nah, he ain't representing himself. Something ain't right. Brian King. Brian King is the man's name. The attorney is Jonathan Delshad. Yeah, I'm confused. I really am. I got lots and lots of questions. Hey, everybody, if I get an opportunity to speak to you, thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Sounds like they will put a Pharaoh. That's what it sounds like. But this is weird. This is really weird. And we need to see that note, because what did the note say? So the way that this sounded when they were talking about it, it sounded like the man actually, that Will Smith actually did something sexual to this man. Because in the beginning he made a comment about a compliment that Will gave him. So again, the way that this sounded was like Will actually did something to this man, but that's not the case. I am at a loss because what? I don't know, y'all. I have no. I don't know. Again, like I said, it just made it seem like Will was guilty of sexual harassment, according to him, or to him, or had done something to him. I'm so confused. A letter dirty joke bikini calendar hanging in a cubicle can be considered sexual harassment. Okay. Okay. Understand. I mean, understood. Understood. But then I think this raises the question again. It sounds like you know who left the note, because it sounds like they left the name on the note, and you know exactly who left the note. And it also seems like you're saying that it's someone who worked for Will Smith, because they were the only people who knew your room information or who knew any information. This just really sounds weird. I went back to see if it was any exhibits, and I don't see any. Yeah, I would have instantly given that. If this were me in this particular situation, I would have instantly given the note as evidence. Well, I don't know. I don't know whose name is on the medicine bottle, because based on the way, let me go back up here. Based on the way that he said it, I don't know whose name was on that medicine bottle. So let me get back up here so we can read that piece real quick. Okay. In or around March of 2025, plaintiff joined Smith for the first leg of the tour in Las Vegas, Nevada. Defendant booked rooms for plaintiff, the rest of the band crew members, blah, 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 blah. No other individuals besides the crew and hotel staff would have had access to the plaintiff's personal room. Plaintiff's bag, which contained his room key, was left in the van, responsible for transporting them to where they needed to be. Now, plaintiff requested that the management retrieve his bag at 3 p.m. that same day, because they got dropped off at 11 a.m., in which point management indicated that they were unable to find it. So you had a bag that contained your room key. And based on what you're saying is that management told you that they could not find your bag at all. All right, noted. Y'all got that? Y'all got that piece? Let's note that. Okay. Then it says at 5 p.m., 2 hours later, management returned to plaintiff with the bag. All right, so they found the bag, which contained plaintiff's key, period. All right. Now, this didn't give us a date. It just said in or around March of 2025. It didn't give us a specific date. But now we're about to get into a specific date. On or about March the 20th of 2025 at around 11 p.m., which I'm assuming, I guess, maybe is the same day that they're talking about up above. While staying in a hotel in Las Vegas for a scheduled performance with defendant's tour, plaintiff returned to his assigned hotel room and discovered evidence suggesting that an unknown person had lawfully entered the room. According to hotel security, there is no signs of forced entry into the room, and the only individuals with access to the rooms would have been the defendant's management team, who booked the rooms for plaintiff. This information was documented by phone calls between plaintiff and hotel security. Then it says that the evidence included a handwritten note addressed to plaintiff by name, which read, Brian, I'll be back no later than 5:30. Just us. Stone F. So are you so the person so you know who did it. You know who did it. Okay, so now it's coming to me, right? Okay, so his message said, Brian, it's the way that they got it written in this lawsuit that was a little confusing. But anyway, it says, Brian, I'll be back no later than 5:30. Just us. Drawn heart. So he drew a heart where he said just us. And so it sounds like the person that left the name Stone F. Among the remaining belongings were wipes, a beer bottle. So we don't know if the beer bottle was open or closed. We don't know if it was full or not. A red backpack and a bottle of HIV medication with another individual's name, an earring, and a hospital discharge paperwork belonging to a person unbeknownst to plaintiff. So he's saying that it wasn't, based off of this, I'm reading that it wasn't the same person. I guess when we start talking about the discharge paperwork and HIV medication, because it says with another individual's name. An earring, it says an earring, and a hospital discharge paperwork belonging to a person unbeknownst to the plaintiff. Plaintiff feared that the unknown individual would soon return to his room to engage in sexual acts with plaintiff. So he's saying that the letter contained, and I guess I don't know if I think that that's all that letter said. But based off of this, it's saying that the letter said, Brian, I'll be back no later than 5:30. Just us. With a drawn heart, Stone F. So if Stone, let's just say Stone wrote the letter. So you saying Stone went up in there and placed some HIV medication? You know what? I'm not finna make my head hurt sitting up here trying to figure this out. Whose name is on the medication bottle? I missed that piece. It doesn't say. It just says, among the remaining belongings were wipes, a beer bottle, a red backpack, a bottle of HIV medication with another individual's name on it. That's all it says. An earring and hospital discharge paperwork belonging to a person unbeknownst to plaintiff. So are you saying that the person with the HIV medication is not the person with the discharge paperwork? God, dog. So they put two people's information in it. Why would they put other people's information in it, sir? You need to just go on and show the letter. Go on and show the I know you took a picture of them bottles. I know you took a picture of the bottles. The letter has Stone F. The discharge papers had another person's name on it, and the medication bottle had another person's name on it. So 3 different people in total. Correct. That's what I got from it. Sir, I'm no attorney. I'm no pointed out attorney. Okay. I am no pointed out attorney. IPV, I had to. I am no pointed out attorney. I just ain't. I ain't no pointed out attorney. But based on my SVU experience, sir, and my Law and Order SVU experience, sir, them people gonna be confused down there to that courthouse. Unless we see the proof, because if they anything like me, they're gonna be confused down there to the courthouse, huh? Cause I ain't no point out attorney, y'all, but I don't understand this. I don't get this. I really don't. It sounds like he had a threesome or foursome because Stone F said just then too. That's what I'm thinking about. But he said he gonna be back at 5:30, so he was gonna go back at 5:30 to do whatever he was gonna do sexually with you. Y'all, and after looking at that man, you know what? I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that because that would be very not hypocritical, but that wouldn't be nice of me to say. And let me not say that. Oh Jesus, I want to say it to get it off my chest, but I'm not gonna say it. Hold my tongue, Jesus. Hold my tongue. Hold my mule. Hold my mule, Lord. Hold my mule. Hold my mule. Hold it. But Tracy, do we even believe that piece happened? I mean, I don't know who is putting someone else's like HIV medication in someone else's hotel room. Like, what would be the motive behind that? And again, I don't know them. I don't know. Maybe they play sick jokes like that on each other or something like that. I don't know, but I just don't. I think someone. How did? And he probably did leave his door open. Probably left it cracked open while he went downstairs to get some ice or something. I am so confused. I'm really confused. And let me tell you why I'm confused. Because then you reached out to the hotel security and you wanted to move hotel rooms, right? You didn't think that if you went down and you got a new room that then the defendant, Will Smith, and the management team would then know your new room information too? So you going to a different room is what does that mean? Y'all see what I'm saying? Like I don't understand it. If you're gonna get a different room because you are contractually there with Will Smith and his management team, that would mean that they specifically would now have your new room information, even if you did go change your room information. What sense does that make? I definitely would have called 911. They did say that he did call the non-emergency hotline. But I'm just trying to figure out who wants to stay at the same hotel if somebody did this to you. Why would you want to stay at the same hotel? Why wouldn't you say something like, when you call the police, I'm afraid for my safety, I need to stay somewhere else. Can we kind of I don't know what the police could have done about that, but I'm just saying in general, like, why would you want to stay at the same hotel where they are going to continue to get your information because they're paying for your stay? You're not even paying for your stay. It just doesn't make sense to me. So Will Smith's team didn't protect him from. That's what he's saying. That's what he's saying. I'm sorry, he doesn't look like someone I would want to stop. But okay, child. I listen, Tracy. I wasn't gonna say it. I'm glad you said it first. They could have pulled the camera to see who entered the room and who swiped their key. And what they did say, because he said someone broke into the room. No one clearly broke into the room, because in this lawsuit, it actually says that security stated that there was no forceful entry into any room. And he said that someone broke into the room. How? How? Having a key and having access to a room doesn't mean you broke into a room. It just means that maybe they gave you the wrong key. Maybe they did something that, again, it happens. It happens in hotels all the time. How many times have they given us the wrong key to a room? I know it has happened to me several times. Now, most of the time, the damn key don't work. So it's not like you walking in on anybody. But even if that was the case and you ended up walking in on the wrong, this just don't make sense to me. It don't. Of course, you change rooms, they will be definitely be alerted because they booked the room first, because they are being charged for the room. He's dumb. Sorry. That's what I was saying. Like, if you felt like someone sexually harassed you, why in the hell would you want to stay at the same hotel in which this is happening, where the people that you're accusing of doing such is paying for your stay. So did you get another hotel room where you had to pay for the hotel room outside? Like you had to pay your own money for the hotel? I am so confused, man. I'm thinking he hooked up with Stone and two other dudes that met online. Stone F swiped his key, made a copy, and left a note. Omar, boy, if that ain't something that the folks in our community would do. No shade. No shade at all. No shade at all. I'm confusion, y'all. I don't know. I do not know. This is a lot. Well, let me tell you what I'm gonna do. If y'all are in my Patreon, I'm gonna just put this whole thing up there on Patreon, and y'all will be able to see it yourself because I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But I'll definitely put this document in Patreon so y'all can see it because and y'all can read it for yourself and maybe y'all get something different from what I get. Cause I just don't understand it. I don't get it. Or someone made a copy when he left his bag and it was missing for some hours. Do y'all think he trying to accuse the hotel security of working with them too? Do y'all think that? Do y'all think he's saying it without saying it though? He's saying without necessarily coming out and accusing them of that. But it kind of sounds like to me, if hotel security said that they didn't see any type of when they reviewed the footage, they didn't see anybody try to break into the room. They didn't see any of that. I'm just trying to figure out. Then why do you come back and say someone broke into your room? You keep saying someone broke into your room. Clearly, that's not breaking into your room. I don't know, y'all. This is crazy. I told y'all that I didn't that this was one, and I ain't gonna hold y'all that new Tyler Perry one. I'm side eyeing them both. I'm just being honest with y'all. I'm side eyeing them both. I'm side eyeing them both. I really am. I'm side eyeing them both. And it just so happened that y'all know who caught on to this, that damn cockatoo damn Tasha K. Because Tasha K is now on this whole campaign of because y'all remember she interviewed Will Smith's ex-friend allegedly, and remember he was saying that allegedly Will Smith was caught bending over on the couch and all kind of stuff like that. Tasha K yesterday, I think I saw this yesterday. It had to be yesterday. It was either yesterday or the day before. Tasha K said that there's a whole bunch of lawsuits going on because Jada Pinkett Smith just got sued by the old friend that she said she was gonna sue. It's a whole bunch of mess over there. Yeah, I don't know. I just don't know. How you make a copy of them keys though? Ain't them slide or digital keys? Can those be copied easily? I used to work in hotel industry, and there are ways for people to do it. People used to. I worked for DoubleTree, and I remember one time I had. This was crazy. This was crazy how this went. So I worked at the DoubleTree, and it was partnered with the airport. So basically, what that meant was like any flight attendants, any pilots that have any layovers or anything, they would come to our hotel. We'll pick them up from the airport, and they would come to our hotel. And one time, this man was there, and he was on an overnight trip, but here's the kicker part, y'all. Some kind of way we found out that the man actually did not work for American Airlines and he was a scammer. And basically, what he was doing was he was using American Airlines to create credit cards, to create new room keys, he was doing all kind of stuff. They got machines that you could do any and everything. And what they ended up making me do, why they make me do it, I don't know. I was a front desk manager. But anyway, I had to go lock him out of his room. I never will forget this shit, y'all. I had to go lock him out of his room, and they made us call the feds The feds showed up. They arrested him. They arrested him and they arrested another lady that he brought in or that came pretending like that she was visiting him. But they was up there recreating room keys. They was creating credit cards. They was creating fake IDs. They was creating fake social security cards. I'm telling you, they did all of this within a span of, those people probably checked in, because we don't go by check-in times when we do it for airlines. We only go by their layover time. So I want to say they probably came in like around noonish or something like that, and they were scheduled to leave the next morning at like 4 or 5 in the morning. But I kid y'all not, that shit scared me because I had never seen nothing like that before. But when the feds came, the feds had been looking for this person. And again, it's crazy because I just don't know. I don't know how they do that stuff, but they know how to hack in and create stuff. So, in other words, IPV, it is possible because they absolutely will do it. You normally get two keys when you get there, but more than two, and copying them, yeah, people do it. I'm telling you, you'll be surprised working in the hotel industry. That's why I really want to go back. I ain't gonna hold y'all. I really do want to go back to the hospitality industry. But working for the hospitality industry, you see shit you ain't never seen in your life before. Like some of these people, like if you don't pay attention, you receive like a credit card authorization form and it'll look real. Everything on it'll look real. And then when you get down to the fact that they have to prove their identity by showing a driver's license or something, and then you realize that ain't none of the shit that they provided you the same. And then they be mad and they want to get ruthless and all this kind of stuff. You end up having to call the police on them. Listen, it ain't for the weak at heart, because I'm telling y'all, there are so many people that just be doing shit out here. You just be like, why? Why? That's weird. When the people ask Bay if he needed one key or two, and that fool said one key, especially when you sit the key on the TV and it would deactivate the keys too. Absolutely. Absolutely. If you have it close to your wallet, some of your credit cards, especially now since they got the chips in them, they could absolutely deactivate your room keys. Your phone can deactivate your room keys if you have it too close to your phone. It could deactivate your room key. The TV, anything, your laptop can actually deactivate a room key as well. But again, they do have machines to where they have a way. I don't know how to explain it because I ain't this type of person, but they have a way where they can hack in and they make room key copies of other people's room. And don't let them be in on it with somebody else that could be staying at the hotel, because that makes it even 10 times worse. Mm-hmm. Good morning, JM Lee. Overnight as an auditor was this was back in the day when BET Uncut. Let me see. When BET Uncut. Wait. When BET Uncut used to come, I would have it on while I worked. LOL. In 2002, I think. Oh, that was a time ago. Now Marriott and Hilton's have keys on your phone. Now it's cool. Yeah, that part I like that. I like that. And I think all hotels, not motels, but hotels. I think all hotels should do it. But y'all, I don't know. This is weird. But I said I was gonna come down here and read it with y'all just to figure it out together. Child, to figure it out together. All right, I am so you guys know that we have officially announced the nominees for the 2026, I was about to say 2024, for the 2026 Starlight Awards, Reality TV Starlight Awards. Y'all make sure y'all follow us over there on Facebook, where we have Facebook and Instagram is where we have put the nominees. But I want to say this, if you guys are nominated and you're listening to me right now, maybe you're in the bushes. I just want to give you guys this quick reminder, okay? It is not a rule, nor is it a must that you have to campaign during the voting period. However, it is wise to do so because, again, you want the visibility, the engagement, and all the efforts that you make stand out. Okay. So you will receive a for your consideration graphic leading up to voting, and then you guys will just go vote on whoever you want to. Voting will be open for everybody. Everybody is able to vote. You're able to vote for all of your favorite people that you do love and like. And hopefully we get to see everybody in the room on June the 6th. Okay. For those of you, I have had people ask a lot of um, questions about hotel accommodations and things of that sort. So all of your questions can be answered on our website. There is also links provided if you want to go ahead and book your hotel now, because I know that's you have time to plan and stuff like that. You have a few months to plan, so if you want to do that, you can. I believe the Marriott is $89 a night. That's the host hotel, beautiful hotel. Um, we have the DoubleTree by Hilton, which is it's $170 a night, so we rounded up to 101. And then the Hilton Garden Inn is actually at I believe it's 135 a night or 136 a night, somewhere right in that ballpark. Can I vote multiple times if I have multiple emails? So you're actually going to be able to vote up to 3 times per email address, 3 times a day, 3 times in a 24-hour period. Does that make sense? So say your email that you have, let's just say tracyc@gmail.com. So you can use that email 3 times a day, each day. And then if you decide to use a different email, you can vote from a different email. The same rule applies. You can vote 3 times a day from that particular email. Okay. So y'all make sure y'all show out for the people that y'all love, the people that, and also too, I'm gonna say this. Y'all know, my audience knows that you had to submit submission forms in order for certain things to be considered and all of that, and that's literally how we're running this. But the sole purpose of this awards show is because there are so many people who do a lot of work in this industry and they get overlooked. Whether that's a YouTuber, whether that's a podcaster, y'all don't know. If you don't do any of this and you just a subscriber, you don't know the type of shit that we have to go through all day, every day. It ain't just let's go live and let's get this together. It's not that. There's a lot of work that is, we're content creators, but then at the same time, we got to watch these shows. We got to pay for these platforms to watch these shows. We have to do a lot. And so again, my big thing is that I wanted these people to be seen. Because we see mainstream reality TV, Quad and Portia and Drew and Shamia and all of these other people, these housewives and everybody else. We know them. We know them. But this is an opportunity for so many people who have put in good work to meet each other, pick each other's brains, have a good time. I know that there are probably some people who haven't gotten along that may even be in the same damn category. Sit that shit to the side and just enjoy the fact that you are being celebrated. Okay? That's all I'm here to say. Enjoy the moment of being celebrated. Okay? Because again, we get overlooked very often for our work. Okay. So I want again to make sure that everybody gets an opportunity to get seen. And so you guys will have an opportunity to vote, and show everybody some love. Okay. So yeah, I think there's a lot of people who put in a lot of work. There are some networks that that are involved in the awards or that have been nominated that a lot of people may not have known about. I've heard all kinds of stuff like, who is this? Who is this? Who is this? Who is this? And so for me, that's what I wanted to happen. I wanted y'all to ask questions. That way, that weekend when y'all meet these people, y'all better have a good time and enjoy. Tracy, get out of here. Tracy, get out of here. cannot. And remember that everybody that y'all see, they were submitted. I mean, when we ended submissions, we ended submissions with more than 268 forms. Okay. So that means that people are watching y'all. People see you. Otherwise, you really wouldn't be nominated. So somebody sees you for your work and somebody sees you for what you're doing. So congratulations to everybody. Um, Make sure that you have your tribe, your crew, whether that's on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, whatever. Make sure that they vote as many times as they can. Make sure they go grab auntie phone, grandmama phone, granddaddy phone, everybody phone so they can vote. Okay. All right, y'all. I'm going to get out of here. Again, thank y'all so much for all of the birthday love. I really do appreciate it. Y'all showed out yesterday. And for those of you, I didn't do anything. I had walked down and ended up getting me some Chinese food and some a little cocktail. There's this I think this is only in Texas. I could be wrong. It's probably some I'm making up. But anyway, there's this. No, it is. It's Texas. So there's this drink. It's called Western Sun, and they have a prickle pear, how you say that, prickle pear, whatever it is. They have a great flavored little vodka, and so that's what I went with yesterday. It's good. It's good. Thank you, prickly pear, whatever. You know I mess up some shit, little baby. But that's how I had it's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. That's why I end up having. I got that, and then like I said, I ended up getting me some Chinese food. I got me some shrimp and chicken fried rice. And then I got me a couple egg rolls. Thanks to y'all, I was able to get me multiple egg rolls. Okay, baby, if you just give me egg rolls, I'm good. That's how you gotta do. Give me some egg rolls, and I'm all right. I love egg rolls, man. Don't be saying ill, Omar. What you wanted me to drink? Some Crown or something yesterday? You know, now I ain't gonna hold y'all. I did a number on the bottle. I did. But again, I'm just up here chilling, so it just is what it is. But it's Texas liquor. It's Texas liquor. All right. Make sure y'all check y'all emails. Patreon. I do have some stuff that I'm gonna be uploading for you guys. While I'm here. Y'all keep us in prayer. We get to see the main doctor tomorrow. And so hopefully they tell us that we can go home. I'm hoping, pray that they tell us something soon. Okay. Now the current doctor came in Friday and told us that we probably wouldn't be going home this coming up Monday, but at least if we get a date, I'm okay with that. I'm ready to go home. Okay. I'm ready to carry my ass home. Do y'all understand? So keep us in prayer, keep us lifted as that happens. So I won't be live in the morning, but I want you guys to stay tuned, and I'm gonna try to upload a video for us. Okay. All right, y'all. Y'all have a good rest of y'all Sunday. And if you're not following the award show on Instagram and Facebook, please do so. The Facebook is, as you guys can see on the screen, Reality TV Awards, Starlight Awards, the Starries, or Starlight.starry over on Instagram. All right. All right, y'all. Y'all have a good day, and I will see you guys in between time. All right. Peace.